Good morning and welcome to Sunrise. Sunrise is part of Dr. Surajit Khanna's Returning Youth Initiative at returningyouth.com, where we are returning post-incarcerated and at-risk youth and young adults back into society by providing them with real opportunities, including the possibility of owning their own business. We're really excited on Sunrise to highlight different young people or people that have been through a system and have ideas, or organizations that are out there providing successful alternatives to what we see today. And I have to be very honest with you. Today, I'm very excited to talk about a very important person, Ginny Burton. And I'm going to give you some background to her. So Ginny was, this is all part of the After Prison series, the interviews by Omari Amili. We did a Sunrise about him. So Ginny was a mother of three, first generation college student, and she set her sights on becoming an attorney. But she had a very trauma-filled upbringing. She was incarcerated 3 times, but she has become a scholar and actually earned $74,000 in scholarships. But she has an interesting story. You know, when her dad first got out of prison, he never came back to the family. So her and her mom, unbelievably, started doing drugs together. And then they got arrested and were in prison together 2 times. Interesting. You know, she does have 3 kids, and she talks to her kids openly about her life and asking them to not follow her own path, showing them not to follow her own path, because it was a very painful path. And she's actually surprised she made it through. Well, at one point, she had a gun to her head by her dad's crime partner. And through all this violence and threats, she became decentralized to crime. She started training dogs in prison, and that seemed to help her. And she really liked that. Well, she got out in 2012, 13, and she started to working in social services. She quickly moved up. She's very intelligent because she was in supervising another programs. Even when she was only 7 or 8 years old, she wanted to become an attorney, and she's still on that path. She really propelled her in this way is her husband's case. She saw the inequities involved with the whole arrest, prosecution, and incarceration problems, and she really wants to make a change. She not only wants to be a lawyer, but she'd like to be a prosecutor. She'd like to be in the public domain, perhaps a politician, so that she can make some real change. Here she is. I want to show a picture of her in prison. This is actually a picture of her in prison. Pretty scary picture. She found out that the present process of prosecution and arrest just doesn't make sense. It's not founded in reality, and it has a contradictory system. So what did she do? Well, I'm very excited that she was actually featured on Fox News and on the New York Post. And it's really interesting what she's talking about here, because she's saying that the present system is coddling criminals, and we need to stop coddling criminals. The procedure of arresting them and just letting them out because we don't want them to do crime again is only encouraging them to do crime. What she wants to do is incarceration with intention, which is ingenious. What she says is we need to incarcerate and get these incarcerated adults into programs immediately to address their specific situation, not just put them into general prison. So she's actually called on the Biden administration to start harm reduction, because harm reduction is basically taking prisoners in and releasing them, or arresting them and just putting them into a hole without any rehabilitation, without any programs. She believes the right kind of incarceration could be good for criminals, which is really interesting. Incarceration could be good for criminals. Here she is, a most recent picture of her. Very exciting. I think we could spend a whole hour just talking about Ginny Burton's life and her experience. I think it's very exciting to see people like her wanting to make a change in society because of her specific experiences in the being incarcerated in the prison system. We thank you, Ginny, and we hope to hear more from you in the future. Please join us Monday and Wednesday on Sunrise, where we highlight these interesting stories. And please contact us at returningyouth.com if you have a story that you want to share. Thank you and good day. I'm Gary Scarano.